Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to Sports Talk. What's going on, man? Me, Rico. What's up? We're on the road. We're doing some road shows. Anyway, man, Peyton Manning been in the league for a long time. You know, great quarterback, great vision. Peyton Manning doing everything he can right now because he wants to be a head coach in the NFL. Because, of course, he does those shows where him and Eli Manning, inviting different people to during the games, but there's an itch, there's an itch there. He's missing out, right? So Peyton has conversation with several different organizations to be the head coach. When the situation for the Colts came about, people said, "Oh, well, they picked Jeff Saturday or whatever to be the head coach with the Colts. Why didn't they pick Peyton Manning?" Well, that opportunity was presented to Peyton Manning. The only reason Peyton Manning didn't do it because it wasn't a permanent position. He wanted a contract. He didn't want an interim situation. That's why he didn't go with the Colts. But he was offered that position, way before that. But he didn't do it. You know what I mean? He didn't do it. But right now, he's pushing. He's doing everything he can to the itch is there. He wants to coach. He wants to be there for grooming new players. The guys from college, seeing that he's been in the room with Tom Brady and Sheridan Sanders. So that's something that he wants to be able to do to help a new team. Now, I don't think he'll be able to pick players. I don't think the player personnel part will be him because he told the Jets to pick Zach Wilson, and then look how that turned out. But right now, the heavy favorite for him to land an NFL job, that's the Denver Broncos. He's had several conversations with the Broncos. If for some reason Sean Payton were to struggle this season, and this will be it. Even though the Broncos give up draft picks for him, they traded, they let go Russell Wilson for what he wanted. But Sean Payton's been, he's in a short leash. He's on the short leash right now, and Peyton Manning, of course, knowing that he can't play anymore like like he used to. He's still, he's a mastermind when it comes to reading the offense, reading defense. Peyton Manning is one of the great, one of the greatest quarterback. You know what I mean? So I know a lot of people comparing, when you're looking at the top 5 quarterback, whatever, the greatest of all time. I know many people put John Elway over Peyton Manning. But I don't think I will put John Elway over Peyton Manning. Because Peyton was winning with just anybody. You know what I mean? He was winning anybody. I'm a Jets fan, so I know what he was doing with the Colts. Dominating the AFC. I know that. So his tenure, between the Colts with him and the Chargers, and with LT, LaDainian Tomlinson, all those guys were dominating the AFC. Jets fan, we didn't have, and also the Patriots, with Tom Brady. So, but having Peyton Manning, wanting to coach, I would love to see that. I would love to see how he is as a coach, but as a player, his ability to read the defenses, and to do a lot of stuff. Peyton Manning was the only one that the first quarterback that actually called his own play, had his own thing to do. The offense was his offense, so he understood where every player was supposed to be, and so he was the coach. He was all of that. He was a floor general. He was a general. So, and that's something that you gotta see. I would love to see that, but the Broncos are a heavy favorite for him. Of course, he won a Super Bowl with them. But if that situation come, the Broncos will be the team that that he would want to coach. So he have expressed that to several people. His camp, through conversation, but Peyton Manning will be he's ready to coach. He wants to come out. He wants to do his thing. So I would love, I would love to see that, to see players. I love to see great players get the opportunity to coach, to showcase their talent. I love that. I see D'Amico Ryan doing an amazing job as a former player, took the Texan one season and took them from nothing to dominance, and I love that. So you see great players, players who are great, to do that. But there's other people who can coach, but they were not good players. Jim Harbaugh, both, they weren't good players. The Harbaugh brothers, they weren't good players, but they were okay. You know what I mean? They were okay, and then they were more I would say Baker Mayfield was a little better, but they were Baker Mayfield at best. And those guys are great coaches. You know what I mean? But anyway, but for Peyton Manning, again, he's had conversation with the Broncos. He's had conversation with the coach. But when the position was open, he didn't want to take the interim tag. He wanted for them to hire him as a head coach. But the coach owner at the time wasn't committed to. He was non-committal on that. So just Saturday they were able to took the job. But Peyton Manning would have been good for the position. But the Denver Broncos right now, if Sean Payton is not working out, Peyton Manning will be the next head coach for the Broncos. All right. For Jets fans, Haason Reddick is he's committed to sitting out for the whole season. And the thing is, he's already at $5 million during the summer, preseason, all the stuff. He's found almost $1 million, for week one. About him sitting out, I don't think he understands this. He's gonna owe the Jets some money. The $14.5 million that contract that the Jets have with is not. If he's not reporting, the Jets don't owe him that money, right? It's coming off the Jets books, but he's going to owe the Jets some money. So no matter if they trade him somewhere, or the Jets can say, all right, we're not going to trade you at all. We're going to keep you. We're going to keep you here, and so instead of him being a free agent next year, he still belongs to the Jets. So he's not going to be a free agent until. He will have to report. If he report this year, next year will be a free agent, 2025, right? If not, 2026 will be the next year. So until you report the following year, it would be. But as long as he doesn't report, he's still under contract. He's still the Jets still hold the contract, even though they don't have to pay the contract. They still hold that contract. They still have hold to him. It's early in the morning, man. But what they gonna do is, by the time this season's over, they finding this guy, $790,000 per game, almost $800,000 per game. By the time the season's over, the guy might owe the Jets 17. You already owe the Jets $5 million for preseason and this, all the workouts and stuff like that. So you're looking at it, the whole season, 17. He might owe the Jets like at least $22, $23 million. And if the Jets make the playoffs, that's gonna count. This guy might owe the Jets at least $30 million. Where the Jets, if the Jets want to be petty, because they traded a draft pick. They traded a draft pick for him, so they're gonna look at the equivalent of what the draft pick would be. So what the Jets lawyer is gonna do, they're gonna let the Eagles pick the draft pick, right? If that draft pick, for example, It's a third round or a second round, whatever. If that player that they pick become a monster, right? Lights out, great player. So the Jets gonna the cost of that player. You know what I mean? The cost of that player. So they're gonna go after this guy, to get all that money. You know what I mean? So we'll see what happens. All right.